Yo, like, subscribe, hit notification bell. Should be notified every time I upload. Um, got I think I don't know how many games we got on deck right now in the MLB, but let's go straight through them real quick. Point out a few things that I like. Minnesota Twins at New York Yankees here. We got over under 8.5 in this spot. Not a big fan of Herman. I do like Molly here and there, and it's plain and simple for me. If you think Molly's K's are in play, Judge and Stanton, preferably Judge, he's in a really really good spot. He hasn't faced Molly, so his home runs are in play, and Stanton. Where you want to attack Herman versus these righties? Do I got anything down for this one here? Let's see. Yeah, so but Molly does have good K stuff. He's got some K stuff, and he can strike out. He can strike some people out, man. So his K prop is in play. I'm just really really undecided. Got a few more a little while before I make my mind up here. You know what I'm saying? I do want to take it on Prize Picks. Do I think I do want to sprinkle on Prize Picks, but we'll see, man. It's sitting at 5.5 on Prize Picks and the books. We'll see. I'm trying to figure it out. But I couldn't talk off the home run for Judge and or Stanton. Okay. San Francisco Giants at Detroit Tigers. Here we got over an 8.5 in this spot. Lorenzen on the mound, DeSalfani on the mound, and I get a picture leaning towards the Giants in this spot here. I was looking at the K prop for DeSalfani, and 4.5. It's kind of tempting here. I'm gonna end up taking it. I don't know what it is on the books, but when I looked at it on Prize Picks, that really 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 stood out to me at 4.5. 4.5 on the books too. And he's came close to this number the first game of the season versus the White Sox. He had 4 Ks, then turned around and had 7 Ks versus Kansas City. Um, you got to give me the over here. Not give me the over, man. Not an official play, but you got to give me the over here. All right. I'm gonna take a stab at that. All right, I probably take a stab at that before I take a stab at the game here. I do like some bats though. Um, I was looking at. I wrote him down. Estrada. He's coming off. We can do a heat check on him. He's coming off back-to-back games with home runs. Flores and JD Davis, both of these guys are good versus righty. So those are 3 bats that I'm looking at there. Um, both of these teams were actually K strike out. So there you have that. You know what I'm saying? Both of these teams are strikeout prone. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. With that spot there, you do see San Francisco Giants up there and Detroit. They right behind each other with a 26% K rate on the season. Okay, so 300 some at bats, nice sample size there, okay sample size, but you get the drift. You get the drift. All right? At the end of the day, I don't know if I do bet this one. It'll probably be San Francisco or nothing in this spot. Baltimore Orioles at Chicago White Sox. What's been working for me has been I've been going to Ben and Teddy, and I've been going to you know I've been going to let me see. Let me see. Let me wrap these bets up real fast. I know I've been going to where is it at? Do we have a lineup for this out yet? No, we don't got no lineup out. But I know I've been going to Mountcastle and Rushman here. I was looking at Rushman here. It's probably gonna be my top one for from Baltimore. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Just 2 bats real quick. Couldn't talk you off from Grandal. Could talk off some Grandal there, and Gunner, he kind of grades out for me, so I'll look at those guys, but right off the back, these guys have been doing it. I want to say Adley, I want to say he's had a hit in what 6 or 7 on all games but one. So that's really really big right there. All right, so those two guys I can look for. I look, at least look for those guys for a hit all the way up to a home run. Pittsburgh Pirates at St. Louis Cardinals. Here we got an over under 9 in the spot. It's a lot of low total strikeout guys. It's a lot of low strikeout guys that you could probably have some fun with if you got a couple extra bucks to throw at them. Probably try to get you a smaller ladder or something. But like I said, we got Contreras on the mound, Matz on the mound. The Pittsburgh Pirates, they got some batters that's kind of scrappy. You know what I'm saying? One guy that grades out well for me is Connor Joe. I'm probably going to take him for a hit. He grades out really well for me. Matt's K's are in play for me. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, McCutcheon, Castro. Um, it's a couple other guys. That's really really kind of like making it hard for me to make a decision here because they're so scrappy against lefties. I want to say, but I get a picture lean towards St. Louis, so it's going to be St. Louis or nothing for me. If I'm picking the side in this one, I don't bet too many sides and totals, but if I was, it would probably be St. Louis or nothing for me. Moneyline parlays, run line straights. I'm thinking about taking the 5Ks and the win because I'm cheap. I'm thinking about taking the 5Ks and the win. For Matt's here, um, player performance double. So that's a play right there that you could look at. Okay, 5Ks and a win. His K prop is sitting at 5.5. I got some interest in that. I got to lean towards the over in this one here. Yeah, yep, lean towards the over in that one. hmm mm Where's it at? I'm playing it on Prize Picks. I'm gonna take the 5 on Prize Picks. So just in case I get a push there. Um, Tampa Bay Rays at Blue Jays here. Now it's Tampa Bay Rays. We got a 10.5 over under in this spot. Uh, the Tampa Bay Rays will strike out. So that's one thing. However, they got Kikuchi on the mound here, and this Rays team is like probably the top team versus lefties in the league. So all the bats are in play. All the bats are in play. All right, versus lefties. Kikuchi he did go up against the Angels, and I consider them some lefty killers, and they put up 6 runs on them. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. We got over under 10.5 in this spot. Tampa Bay, they probably pissed off, wants some get back. I wouldn't mind taking them first 5, Tampa Bay first 5, or first 5 or full game. You get a decent price on the money line at minus 104. So I probably wouldn't put in a parlay though. I was probably straight bet it. And then it is what it is. Kikuchi's strikeout prop is sitting at 4. If you want to get there, you could. This Tampa Bay Rays does have some strikeouts in their lineup. Milwaukee Brewers at San Diego Padres. We don't have a total for this one. It's been locked up. I've been leaning towards the under in this one in my mind. We got Peralta and Lugo on the mound here. Now, if you want to sit back and see if guys like Yelich and Rowdy Tellez, these guys been hot. If you want to take a stab at some of those guys, be my guest. But I got some interest in the strikeout prop here. I'll probably do a bankroll builder, maybe like I can go multiple ways. I can go like first inning under 1.5 runs, mix that in with maybe like 5 strikeouts a piece or something like that, and just figure something out. Let's see. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, so I could probably mix in some strikeouts from Lugo. 5, what's that? 5, right? 5, and under 1.5. Well, I could take this under 1.5 out and probably slide over here to like a first half total or something and close my eyes and hopefully they get there for me on an alternate line. Let's see. I tend to do these here and there too, like an alternate line, like an under. Let's see, alternate total runs, maybe like an under 7.5 or 6.5. something like that. You get a 7.5, 5 strikeouts apiece in the 7.5, and -109. Just a little something, you can figure it out. You can figure it out, if you like to go that route. But I do lean towards the under in that one. Um, Cleveland Gardens at Cleveland Gardens at Washington Nationals here, over under 9.5 in this spot here. Um, what's that right in for this one? Yeah, I mean, you want to target these acts with the lefties and switches, and you want to bring the righties and switches for cool. They got a 9.5 total here. I'm looking at Ramirez and Rosario on the Cleveland side for bats, and I'm looking at Candelario. He let me down yesterday. I'm looking at Candelario on the other side for bats there. This Cleveland Guardians team don't strike out much, so for those reasons I will get a lean towards Cleveland if I was picking a side in this one, but nothing official there. New York Mets at Oakland Athletics here. Another game where I'm really too much. I'm undecided on. Mets are the better team, without a doubt. We got Carrasco on the mound. I'm just gonna lay off Carrasco. But it's an okay spot for him if you ask me. One bat though, one bat I'm looking at here. All right, so one bat I'm looking at here. It's gonna be. Let me see where we at. So he's not gonna be projected to be in this lineup, huh? Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. What I got right down here? Yeah. Rooker. So is he hurt? Let me see something, man. Because he's been on fire. He's got 4 home runs. Let me see. I wrote some numbers down for him. Yeah, he's got 4 home runs. He's got a hit and foul straight and 4 home runs in that time span. So I'm definitely on him. He just hit 2 of them the other day. So he's not projected to be in his lineup right now, but wait till you see that these lineups come out before you start taking them for home runs and stuff. Because I might sprinkle some on them. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Philadelphia Phillies at Cincinnati Reds. We got an over under 9.5 in this spot, of course, in that ballpark. So I'm, and that brings me to these pitchers. You got Stram on the mound, you got Ashcraft on the mound, and with Stram, hot. I'm fucking dry as loud as fuck. Sound like a buzzer beater. And so, with these two guys, man, Strahan, he's pitches good against righties, man. He's been pitching good versus righties, and this Cincinnati team, you know, they can hit righties. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of conflicting there. That's on my only thing with these bats. These righties from Philadelphia stand out a little bit more to me. You can get to Ashcraft with the righties. So Castellanos, Bohm, uh, Real Moto, guys like that. Trey is probably my number one bat here. He's gonna be my number one bat. So I'm undecided on the side. You know what I'm saying? We got good numbers. You can get a good number on either side, each with -116 or -102, or you can look at the over. I mean, I just don't know. I do not know. And then the strikeouts look tempting as well. I mean, like what the hell? I don't know which way to go. Truthfully, I'm so puzzled. I mean, the strikeouts look good. You get 4.5 for either one of them, man. So I'm so torn in this one here. Do we got some weather? Can that be the deciding factor? 78 degrees at Cincy in that small ass park. T- 10.5 over under in this spot. I probably just lean towards some bats, man, and just take a couple bats. Like I said, Trey is probably my favorite bat from this game. Yeah, Trey Turner. But it's gonna be there's some more bats that you can look at. Another game where I really want to look at for bats here is going to be Arizona Diamondbacks at Miami Marlins. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Don't have lineups out yet, but right off the back. Ketel Marte, he let me down yesterday. He's in a good spot here, along with Evan Longoria. He's in a good spot. Christian Walker, I'm gonna sprinkle something on this home run. Okay, I'm gonna sprinkle something on this home run. Now on the flip side, or even Corbin Carroll. I mean, so on the flip side, Reyes, he's self-explanatory, man. This guy just lives for at least a hit. So you can look at him there. Jazz Chisholm, Cooper, I couldn't talk off neither one of those guys either. Okay. Favorite bat here, I'm gonna make Christian Walker hit me a home run. Don't do this at home, okay? Don't do this at home, all right? But I'm gonna make him hit me a home run. Evan Longoria is in a good spot as well. All right. I don't have a side for this one here. I'm so undecided. So undecided. Uh, mm, I ain't even gonna say. Los Angeles Angels at Boston Red Sox over under 9.5 in this spot. And another game, man. Like uh this game here is kind of crazy here, if you ask me, because you got Anderson, you got Pavetta on the mound here, and let's just say, look, like Anderson, okay, this Boston team is batting 377 versus he's got a 377 batting average versus this team, okay. And then Pavetta, the Angels, they batting 440 against him. You know what I'm saying? So I expect runs to be put up in this one here. We got over under 9.5 in this spot. Some numbers here. Otani, he let me down yesterday for a home run. I took him and Devers to get a home run in that game. Devers got there for me. Otani didn't. Now we got Otani. He's 3 of 6 versus this guy, a double and 2 home runs. So I'm going back to the well with the home run. If he gets there, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little something on it. It is what it is. I couldn't talk you off Devers if you wanted to see if he's still hot. Hunter Renfro, he's 4 for 10 versus Pavetta. I could just keep going, man. Justin Turner, he's 17 for 34 versus him. 10 singles, 4 doubles, and 3 home runs. Mike Trout, he's 0 for 2. Ward, he's 0 for 2. Enrique Hernandez, Kike, he's 7 for 31. 1 single, 3 doubles, and 2 home runs. Rob Resnight is in a great spot, if you ask me. I mean, it's just the list goes on and on. Rendon, the numbers don't even support it, but somehow he's 12 for 24, 5 singles, 3 doubles, and 4 home runs. He must have I ain't gonna say nothing, but Arroyo, I mean, just all these guys, man, are good. Even Jake Lamb is 1 for 2 versus Pavetta. So, it's a lot there. So, I can definitely see the bats in this one here. I don't want any parts of these pitchers, even though Pavetta does got some K stuff. Let's see. Pavetta does got some K stuff. But I still don't want to mess with these bats, man. I mean, I don't want to mess with these pitchers right now. I don't want to. Yep. So those bats that I just rattled off, I couldn't talk you off none of those guys. Um so what do we got here? Atlanta Braves at Kansas City Royals here. We got an over under 8.5 in this spot. Fishy line, one minus 142. I think it came out about minus 130 something. So it looked like it must be going up. Kansas City Royals running out Bubich and then Elders coming out for the Braves. Um Both pitchers have been, you know what I'm saying? So I get a pitcher lean towards Atlanta. Uh, Another guy where both of these teams have shown the ability to strike out. Atlanta will strike out versus lefties. Uh, and Kansas City top 10 in striking out versus righties at 24.7 on the season, with a good sample size of 381 at bats, an okay sample size. And then, this Atlanta team, they will strike out versus lefties as well. They top 10, but they will smack lefties up too. So my favorite bats here is going to be of course, I think Atlanta is the better team here. It's going to be Atlanta for another for me here. I probably lean towards Atlanta on the money line at that minus 142, but I have to stick with the bats at least. At least, who's I have written in? at least Acuna and Riley. Okay, at least them. And then I couldn't talk off some Vinny Pasquantto on the other side. All right, Atlanta Braves are nothing for me in this spot. Money line. I don't know about the run line. Shucks. Texas Rangers at Houston Astros. Another game where I'm looking at the under here with these two pitchers on the mound. Both of they strikeout props sitting at 5.5. I couldn't talk you off neither one of them. So you can alter them down or whatever the case may be. Um, like Houston, they've shown the ability to strike the fuck out this season, especially versus righties. And this Texas Rangers team, Brown got some stuff. All right, so he can probably mow these guys down too. I might do a little alternate, strikeout or whatever the case may be. But I couldn't, talk you off some of these guys here. Like I said, it's a lot of lower strikeout guys like Peralta, Lugos, and I don't want to mess with Pavetta in this matchup right now with the history they got against him. But he's got some K stuff. Um, there's some K stuff all around. I don't want to mess with Braxton Gary because this Arizona team, they just don't strike out. You know what I'm saying? And then Ashcraft, he's got the ability to take you down, at least hit that 5. Stram, he's got good stuff, but I don't know if I'm gonna get there. And then we get to Hunter Brown. Like I'm saying, Hunter Brown and Gray, both of these guys, one at 5.5, one at 6. I couldn't talk you off neither one. Um, I couldn't talk you off neither one. You know what I'm saying? So there you have it. I mean, shucks, I'm undecided. Like I said, this Houston team is striking out. And like I said, I'm leaning towards the under and the bats here. I'm looking at Alvarez. Alvarez is probably Jordan Alvarez is going to be my favorite bat here. He's going to go into my home run parlay. All right, he hits righties really really well. He's 2 for 5. I think he's got a bomb against him and Tucker. I'm looking at Tucker in this one here. All right, Alvarez and Tucker. Couldn't talk you off Bregman to see if he's still hot. He's got a hot in 6. He's got to hit at least 6 out of 7 games if you want to do the heat check thing with him. Um, Chicago Cubs at Los Angeles Dodgers here. We got an over under of 9 in this spot. And yeah, Chicago Cubs. They came through for us last night. Hap hit the bomb last night. um, Horner with the plus 175 stolen base. I told you guys last night. Yes, he hit that. And then yeah, I mean, what the hell, man? um, and they hit their first 5. And they won that game, right? Yeah. So it was all good last night. I didn't take the Cubs to win the game though. Tell you the truth, I did not. However, I like some bats. I like some bats from this game here. Usual suspects. I ain't gonna say usual suspects. The bats I'm looking at tonight here for this Cubs game is going to be Bellinger, couldn't y'all Swanson and Hap, and then Freddie, Muncy, and those lefties, man. Freddie, Muncy, and Mookie. Mookie is always in play. All right. Damn. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'll take a stab at that Cubs. We getting value with these Cubs right now, though, man. We'll see though. What else we got here? Last game on the docket here. I didn't have too much for this one, man. I'm looking at the righties versus Feldner. On Seattle, it's just like Colorado Rockies. They offense just won't push them over the hump, So, I couldn't talk you off. Two bats I'm looking at here. Ty France, man. Ty France, versus righties, he's pretty good versus right. All right, I get a pitcher lean towards Seattle. So it's gonna be Seattle or nothing for me. And I couldn't talk you off McMahon on the other side, lefty there. But my top bat here is gonna be Ty France. Somebody who don't strike out that much. He's a righty. He's good versus righties. Splits there. It is what it is. So Seattle Mariners are nothing for me in this moneyline parlays run line straight. And that concludes it, guys. Peace out, man. Peace out.